My process is going to stay the same. When I first got in the league, my goal was always to prepare as if I'm the starter. So, not much of a change. Be ready to go if I'm called on, and pumped to play if I get to.
Did you feel more pressure because where this team is at 3-5?
Do I feel more pressure because? No, I would say there's always pressure in the NFL at the quarterback position to perform, no matter what the record is. So if I'm called upon, then there'll be pressure, and I got to handle that, and I got to do a good job so we can win a football game.
John, you popped up on the injury report a couple weeks back. How are you doing physically?
I'm good. Yeah, fully healthy. No issues. In good health.
And then you were sorry if this was asked before I walked up, but you've been in the situation where you're repping a lot in training camp this summer. You obviously never want this situation to happen to a teammate, but in terms of that extra preparation, that extra rapport, including with new players such as Allen Robinson.
Yeah, I think that's great. I think when I was afforded that opportunity in training camp, it was good to get with the ones, get those reps against our ones defense with our starters, and just getting a rhythm with some of these guys at receiver. So those reps will be good for us if I'm called upon, and which will be positive.
Does that make tomorrow even more important for you if you do play? Because Sean explained today was a walkthrough because of the injuries. I imagine you probably would have wanted not to have a walkthrough.
Yeah, no, I mean, the plus of a walkthrough is you get a bunch of reps, so you get a bunch of mental reps, and then we'll get on the grass tomorrow to get those physical things done. So I'm just taking it day by day, preparing as if I'm going to have to play, and then just waiting to hear from training staff, from the coaches on how things shake out.
John, I think your first career start was against Arizona.
Yes.
What do you remember the most from that game?
It was a big game. Obviously, as an undrafted player, these games mean a lot, and I was just glad we were able to get a win, get in the playoffs. But it was my first career start, and it was a good one, good memory.
The game against Seattle the following week, Sean said in hindsight he wouldn't have ran you on that design run. But when you're going through this type of scenario and the potential of your playing, do you kind of make it clear to him that you'd like everything to be on the table?
Yeah, I want to win the game, so it's not I'm going to compete to the best of my ability and do everything I can to win. So if that means running or that means throwing, whatever they ask me to do, I'm going to do it.
Were there any signs to you with Matthew during the game of him being woozy or kind of suffering some concussion effects?
I did not directly notice anything. I would defer to him. I don't know if he did or when that came up.
But was there at any point in that game were you told to get ready or you might need to go in?
I was not.
When you've taken people through your preparation before in this regard, but how does that change, I guess, especially when the quarterback being in the concussion protocol, the starter can't maybe be around as much? So
the way I try and schedule my day is that it doesn't change much. If I don't know how practice will shake out tomorrow, if Matthew practices or if he doesn't, the one difference will be I'd be getting the reps. But other than that, my preparation is mostly going to be the same.
All right.
Thank you. No problem, guys.